Eddie, how did you see that one? What did you make of the game?
I thought it was a very competitive game. Liverpool, obviously, a high-class team, very dangerous team in all phases, and I think compliment the lads sort of in one phase where defending counter-attacks, very, very difficult. They got such pace on transition. I thought we defended those moments really well. It was just really frustrating, the two actions for the goals, really. I think that's the most disappointing thing. I mean, very similar passes into the box, man unmarked, and they've scored relatively simple-looking goals. And they're very simple to stop from our perspective, so that's the frustrating thing. And then you look at us with the ball, and similar really around the box. I don't think we were particularly good tonight. Our final ball wasn't great, but in between the boxes I thought we were really competitive.
The first goal goes through two defenders' legs. The second goal it seemed to come when you were stretched, when the game was stretched for pretty much the first time. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yeah, I'm not sure for the second goal. I think it's a careless giveaway from our perspective, and then I think we've done the hard bit. We've got everybody back, but we just haven't marked tight enough. And against quality players, if you give them time or space, even a yard, they'll punish you. And I think as simple as that from our viewpoint, which is something we'll try to fix, we'll work on. But in between that, I thought the lads gave their all. I thought it was a much improved display from our last away game at Manchester City. You know, with Manchester City, I don't think we performed in any metric today. I thought we were there mentally, physically, tactically. Just the little details, the two goals really killed us.
And of course, when you are trying to damage them at the other end, Alexander Isak missing is obviously a blow. He travelled. When did it become apparent that he couldn't play, and how much did you miss him? Yeah,
around lunchtime I sat down, had a long conversation with him, and of course he wanted to play, but it was just feeling his groin and didn't feel 100% fit, so we made the decision not to play him. I think it was the right call. He's too important to lose for any length of time by trying to force him to play. Disappointing to lose him, of course, because he's such a standout player for us. So then it meant for a tactical reshuffle. We brought Callum in, obviously, and changed system. Thought the lads delivered the system really well. Very pleased with that. We've got real adaptability now. I think we've got various ways of playing, and it's good to have those cards up our sleeve.
And that adaptability was shown when you made a quadruple substitution midway through the second half. What was the thinking there, and how well do you think it did work?
Fresh legs. You know, we're in a busy period with a lot of games, and I think we need to share the load. And give opportunities to other players as well. And I'm not sure it was our best period of the game when we made the subs. I was a little bit disappointed with the last 20 minutes, half an hour. I thought Louis Miley did well and Kieran Trippier did well. But yeah, I thought we lost a little bit of control in that last phase.
You've made no secret of how important cup competitions are to you, though, and you've got another one on Sunday. I mean, how big an opportunity do you see that as to try and get far in another cup competition?
Yeah, it's a massive game for us because we want to continue with the good cup work that we've done this year. I think the FA Cup is a special competition, as we know. We're, I think, 2 wins away from Wembley, which would be a brilliant thing to experience again. So every focus will now go to that game, and we've got to prepare right.
But with the league, still an awful lot to play for as well, despite tonight's result.
Yeah, I think so. I think that when you look at the 2 away games we've had, you won't get harder in the Premier League. Manchester City and Liverpool in quick succession. Hopefully we've learnt a great deal from those 2 games, and we'll take that into the rest of the season. But we know we have big games to come, and on all fronts, an exciting period for us.
Hello, Toon Army. Welcome to Quick Minute, your special segment to catch up on the latest Newcastle United updates. Today we're talking about Eddie Howe's reaction to Newcastle's 2-0 defeat against Liverpool. It was a frustrating night for the Magpies, and Howe didn't hold back in his post-match assessment. Despite Newcastle being competitive for large parts of the game, he was disappointed by the way both goals were conceded, calling them soft and simple to stop. Before we dive deeper, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a Newcastle update. Howe acknowledged Liverpool's danger on the counter and praised the team's defensive work in transition, but the 2 decisive moments were costly. The first goal, a shot going through 2 defenders' legs, was unlucky, while the second came after a careless giveaway, allowing Liverpool to capitalize when Newcastle were stretched. On the attacking side, Howe admitted that Newcastle's final ball wasn't good enough and that missing Alexander Isak was a big blow. Isak was ruled out just before kickoff due to a groin issue, with Howe explaining that the decision was made to avoid a longer-term injury. Callum Wilson stepped in, forcing a tactical reshuffle which Howe felt was executed well. Looking ahead, Newcastle now shift focus to the FA Cup clash on Sunday, a competition Howe is eager to go far in. He reminded fans that the Magpies are just 2 wins away from Wembley, making this a crucial fixture. What do you think, Toon Army? Were the goals too soft, and how much did we miss Isak? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned for more Newcastle updates. Big games are coming.